guitar friends, Larry Tamanini here. You just caught me playing through one of my favorite songs, Days of Wine and Roses, by Henry Mancini, Larry Tamanini. Hey, you know, you go with what you know. If you have the last vowel type thing happening in your last name, I'm going to check it out. It works a lot, right? Rossini, Paganini, Mancini, I could go on. Anyways, check it out, friends. I'm here today to talk about owning what you play. How often can you repeat everything that you play? What kind of control do you have? Recently, I was teaching a lesson, and I really thought that the greatest thing we could do is just to be able to make up really concise musical phrases. And I think a great way to do that is just making up a blues, right? A real simple blues. Having the control to just play a blues. I'm in G minor. Keep that line going. Right? Go to the turnaround. This is a real simple blues idea. You know, a lot of the times when I go to a playing situation, I really want to start off with some energy, and a great way to start off a gig is to make up a blues. And why would you make something up that's really tough? You start with real simple ideas to communicate where you are and just being able to own what you're playing. The strongest skill you can have as a communicator is clarity. And the same thing goes for as an improviser. When I was playing Days of Wine and Roses, I was really trying to play real ideas, 4-bar phrases. And how often do you play something and then can go back and just duplicate it, right? I think a lot of jazz musicians in particular are in love with the idea, or even guitar players too, with like, you know, this kind of Mahavishnu, Coltrane, Hendrix vibe you can get into where you're really feeling it, and maybe you sound good and you're confident enough to, like, you know, go Ghostbusters with your guitar, but, you know, I mean, those players can absolutely play back anything that they played and have complete control of what they're doing. The idea that you're going to play something that you've never played before is a silly concept. There's no magical guitar force that's going to transport you to a zone where your fingers are magically going to unlock. You know, no downloadable content, dude. You have to own what you're playing. And a great way to do that is to just have a plan. So I was playing Days of Wine and Roses, and the first 4 bars, F major, E flat 7, D7, however you want to do it, that's what I was playing. But the idea that I played off all those chords was the third. I played an idea. You know, that was the line. I moved the line. You can kind of steer the ship in any direction you want to go in. After that, you know, I kind of punctuate my phrase with a chord. And then I had G minor to B flat minor. Again, I played another, something like that. The next part of the song has an A minor, D minor, G minor. Right? You can roast me if those aren't the changes and be like, oh, those aren't the real changes, dude. I heard Bill Evans play. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, those are the changes that I played. And over those changes, my ideas were, you know, the 5th to the root on all those chords. Kind of use that 4th bar to take me back down to the D. Something like that is what I played. And I always do that kind of Philly, chromatic 2/5. But again, I duplicated it. It's a line that I don't always play, but it's a line that I try to vary up every time. having control over what you're doing is a great tool to becoming a masterful improviser. Be able to communicate what you're playing verbally, or at least well enough to play it where you can talk about the rhythms you're playing and the parts of the chords that you're playing. Once you're able to develop that kind of control, chances are you're going to be able to play in time and communicate simple ideas. So try to be clear in what you're playing. Try to be concise. And most of all, have fun with what you're doing. I like to play like this because you can sort of keep it going over three bars maybe, and then once you get to that fourth bar, you can sort of, really improvise or deviate from your line. And to me, that's the fun part about playing China. Keep that process fresh and fun. So, keep swinging, jazz guitar friends. If you like this video, hit that like button, hit that share button. I appreciate all the support. Keep swinging. I try to put up content every couple times every week, Thanks for tuning in. Keep swinging. Bebop!